Greetings and salutations everyone. In today's video I mainly wanted to go over how I feel like Moustapha Akkad doesn't get enough credit for his role in the Halloween franchise. Usually it's thrown more towards John Carpenter and everything, and I agree, but also John Carpenter kind of really he comes and goes. He'll diss the Halloween franchise and then praise it in other aspects. Lately he's been doing more so of a little bit of both. Same goes for Jamie Lee Curtis. Now, I bring this all up because Moustapha Akkad, at least from what I've seen in the documentary 25 Years of Terror, he at least seemed like he genuinely cared for the Halloween franchise to the point where he produced all 8 films and was very strict and protective over Michael Myers and everything, where he didn't want outlandish ideas like Michael Myers going to space, or I think even Michael Myers versus Pinhead and stuff like that. He didn't want Michael Myers to be changed. He even hated Tarantino's script for Halloween 6, or pitch for Halloween 6, due to the Holdo Myers look, which we kind of see from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So, with that being said, he was very protective. He didn't want Michael Myers to be changed too much. He didn't want too much gore in the Halloween movies because he didn't want to have it be like the rest of the slashers during that time, especially Friday the 13th. So he was very protective. He actually loved Michael Myers and wanted to keep making the movie. Now, sure, you could always argue that the Halloween franchise was his cash cow, and he made a lot of money from the films. But he also used that money to do other film projects as well from the success of Halloween. He would do other historic or those type of films where... So he was also doing other things. He was using it to work on other film projects outside of Halloween, but at the same time, he still actually cared for Halloween as well. So, and he never, I haven't even seen anything where he really said anything bad. In 25 Years of Terror, he admitted even that they competed with themselves when it came to pushing out Halloween 5 after Halloween 4. And honestly, it just seemed like from that documentary had more accountability too for like why a film was not successful. Halloween 3, he learned that fans wanted to see Michael Myers. So he promised them that from Halloween 4. Which the original script or concept that John Carpenter pitched was a more spiritual, ghost-like Michael Myers, whereas Moustapha actually learned from Halloween 3 that the people who were going to go see a Halloween movie wanted to see Michael Myers in that Halloween movie. It could have turned into an anthology at that point, because Michael Myers was successful, and he knew the audience and actually catered to the audience, and I think that's, you know, respectable because he learned what the fans wanted to see. And he also was very protective, again, over Michael Myers and everything else. So, to me, it's just, I haven't really heard him say anything negative. Now, maybe he would be nowadays with seeing what has become of the Halloween franchise, maybe. And maybe even the people who've been involved with Halloween. But as well, I feel like at the same time, he would also, you know, maybe we wouldn't even got what we've gotten. We probably would have gotten Halloween 9, or if we did get a remake, who knows what that would have looked like. So, in my opinion, Moustapha Akkad needs to be more mentioned more, and hold to the same standard as John Carpenter, because again, he was the person funding all of these movies. We probably would have never gotten at least 4 through Resurrection, and I know people diss Resurrection and some of the other sequels, but at the same time, those sequels were successful in their own way and do have a following and fandom to it. So, comes and goes. So that's what I just have to say about Moustapha Akkad. I'll leave it there. How about you guys tell me your opinions on Moustapha Akkad, and do you think he doesn't get as much praise as he deserves? And basically that. How do you guys feel about Moustapha Akkad? I'll leave it there. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
How can I sit here and fail you? I promise I am going to make it worthwhile. I hope. It's a big burden on me, but I promise I do my best.